The man who meticulously planned the day, all right, and attracted all the volunteers who were working tirelessly around in here since yesterday, all right. The man who made all our phones ring restlessly from day and night so that this day would see true, right? And the one who restored the NHRD and Hosur chapter and skyrocketed it towards bagging a couple of national awards, all right? My first boss and the mentor for a lot of people here. Can we all have Mr. Israel INBARJ on stage here, please?
கனவு மெய்ப்பட வேண்டும், மனதில் உறுதி வேண்டும், வாக்கினிலே இனிமை வேண்டும், நினைவு நல்லது வேண்டும், நெருங்கின பொருள் கைப்பட வேண்டும், கனவு மெய்ப்பட வேண்டும். Good morning, friends. Thank you for joining this wonderful day. Thank you for each and every one of you being present on the wonderful morning today. கனவு மெய்ப்பட வேண்டும். The dream is becoming true. This was a dream to have a conference in Hosur. For the past 10 years we are talking, why don't we have a conference which is a metro city is having, why not in Hosur? But no, Hosur place like Hosur, how can we have a conference like this, national conference? Every day when we talk, actually no, 100 will come, 150 will come, people are not hesitant to come to Hosur. Not only in Hosur, from Hosur you have to travel another 20 kilometers. Oh, how far from the airport? No, Hosur we can't come. But by seeing the topics, speakers day by day, this is the first conference I have seen people are attracted by the topics and the speakers. 100 was the initial target. Then we thought, why don't we increase the target? We need to have. The target was fixed by this venue people. Irrespective of numbers you bring in, you have to pay for 300 people, they said. So we are forced to make it to 300. So that they made us to realize our potential. Thanks for the venue sponsors. Anyone who makes us to realize our potential, they are our mentors and our leaders. They've done our job. And yesterday evening, it was a surprise. We have to go back and tell them, see, the nomination has crossed 450. You have to increase the number of lunch. They were shocked. You were really crying for 300 when you started about 400. I said, actually, people, when we said registration closing, 100 nominations started coming up. In Tamil, in the olden days, Indra Ippadam Kadaisi, the last day of the movie, they will put a small sticker on the posters. Immediately, everybody will go to the movies. So today, registration closing, everybody started bumping. We got a wonderful, delighted speakers, and fantastic audience here. And this Hosur chapter is having a certain unique aspects of it. When we spoke about Hosur chapter, the past 5 years, they got 4 national awards. 4 best emerging chapter national awards. This is the only chapter consistently taking the award. Last year, we couldn't get the award. You know the reason? Out of 23 chapters in India, that is the emerging chapters having less than 500 numbers, out of 23 chapters, there was no competitor for Hosur. That is why we couldn't get the award. We were the only nominees. In fact, I was fighting with the headquarters. The only nominees, you should give it. Others walked away. The reason behind the awards, it's not simple and easy. It's a big journey. It's a big travel. Certain unique points I would like to really highlight about the awards. It's not easy to get an award because you have a competitor across India, 23 chapters, all big chapters across. We have developed the unique course on labor law, which is not nowhere in any part of India, certificate course in labor law. The participants are here. Shalini, Girisha, a lot of people are there. That's the first time in India, the best ever course with the help of Mr. Vittal Rao from Bangalore. We have started this course. That's one thing. To nurture the natural intelligence, we have initiated a HR conference in Tamil. That's the first ever conference in the local language, a professional conference happening. So that really appreciated, made us to reach another milestone. You would have noticed that normally any opening ceremony, you'll have a set of people sitting on the chairs here. We don't have habit of keeping somebody on the stage, keeping somebody off the stage, except if there is a government officials or a political people are coming, for them for a protocol issue, we keep it. Otherwise, we treat them, everybody is at par. So we run in that way. This is the only chapter having that practice, no stage presence of any leaders here. Except the panel discussion, where they are supposed to sit here. And The leadership succession in this place. There are many chapters I have seen. We fight really. Same president will repeat for multiple years. You go and ask them, I'm not getting a good person to replace me. What do I do? This we hear in our office also. We are the HR, we speak about succession, but we'll ensure that nobody is succeeding us. So we ensure this chapter is mandatory. Every 2 years, the leadership should change. But irrespective of leadership change, the chapter is performing to the greatest excellence, the best in India forever. That goes to the entire team of Hosur chapter, which is running the show. Can I request the people who are wearing this color tag, the organizers, please stand up for a minute. Kantunjar, Pasinokar, Karmame Kannainar, the people who are dedicated to the work to the core. Thank you, Lord. Thanks a lot. There are 40 volunteers. They have done an extremely good job in running this show. I know how many of you, they would have spoken to you in your accommodation, in your travel. Every point they have looked at you. Great team to work. And you know one thing? One of the volunteers, he has had a fight with me. You know what for? I was assigned this task. Why did you give it to somebody else? Volunteer. In our office, if you give the job also, it's difficult to get the thing, having paid the money. This is the only chapter doesn't have any paid staff, no even managers, everybody run through volunteers. So I would strongly recommend all the HR people sitting here, if you have HR vacancies, these 40 volunteers coming up, please hire them first. You are the best candidate, right people in front of you, hire them first if you are having, provided if the current company is leaving them out. The reason we gathered, I think Murthy has spoken it very well. Industrial relations. I've worked in manufacturing for close to 16 years, then moved to IT industry. When they are actually, what is this industrial relation guy is going to do in an IT industry? We have a 4.5 lakhs employees, 5,000 HR in TCS. 5,000 HR. Some companies may not have the total strength of 5,000. 5,000 HR alone. Industrial relation is what? There is an issue. Understanding what is industrial relations. It's like a mathematics, some people, or English, some people in a school, no? Mathematics, no, I won't. Like that, industrial relations, labor law, people distancing away. But that's a base for running the business. People are a base. Industry relations. So the conference is going to focus in a very fantastic manner. The topics, everything we are going to talk in the whole day, next 2 days. It's going to happen. That's the reason we wanted to bring in the reason behind why we are having this industrial relations conference is going to be deliberated this 2 days, next 2 days. The guest of honor, in fact, we have reached out the Central Labour Minister. Why we have called us, the central government is making a lot of changes in the labour laws. Unfortunately, NHRD forum, which is representing the major, or NAPM forum, or ISTD forum, is not rightly represented for these kind of changes. We have the subject matter expertise for the labour law, but we have not been represented. That is why we reached out the labour ministers to bring him to show that there is a forum here. You have to take advisory from that forum. That we were able to do it offline in his office, but unfortunately in a sudden change in his trip, he's not able to make his plan and come here. And the second guest of honor, we have Mr. Mafa Pandiyarajan. He is going to come tomorrow. And today, as you all know, that budget session of Tamil Nadu government, because Mafa Pandiyarajan, though he's not a labour minister in the state, but we all know that he's a HR person from XLRI and the most wanted HR person in all the locations. And the only minister in India I have seen got the ministerial berth because of the competency. I want you to know the history behind how he has become the minister. When he was talking in the legislation, ruling party was an MLA. Opposition party is very strong. There are people studied in Harvard, they are there in opposition party. They raised certain questions, which the current ministers were not able to answer that point of time. Being an MLA, Mafa Pandiyarajan stood up, started answering the question. The opposition MLAs immediately said, no, only minister should answer, you should not answer. No option. Within 1 month, he has become minister. This is what competency. HR person, by competency. Otherwise, you know how ministers are becoming, how much you are able to extend to bend, how much you are able to go on the ground, then you are getting ministerial berth. Bend in the sense, I'm talking about exercise and yoga. I'm not referring to any other topics here. So that is the competency. He has become the minister and he is a HR core professional. So we have invited, before tomorrow evening, he will be coming here. After the budget session, he will come and talk and he will address the thing. He has assured it. And Mr. Krish, I've read only in the books, heard from Mr. Ara and my friends and all, the level 5 leadership is what. But I've seen a person with the level 5 leadership. The top 2 qualities of level 5 leadership is seek for help when you need. Don't hesitate, because asking for help is not an easy job when you are a leader. Second is the humility. Humility to the core. Person who is managing 2.5 lakhs people in Infosys as a head of HR, the humility and the humbleness and the intellectual, what he carries on, the level 5 leadership, and the president of the National NHRDN, Mr. Krish Shankar, is the right person to be a chief guest for the day. Thank you, Krish, for giving your presence here. Thank you. Panels. Yes, of course, we need to talk about the panels here. There is a lot of debate. Thanks a lot to Mr. Raju Armugam. Thanks a lot to Mr. Dean. He's our mentor for this conference. Mr. Salam George. They've done an extremely good job in helping us designing the panel speakers today. One is selected, other is selected. Union leader is selected for the purpose of what? He is expected to get the best benefits from the management. Right? Union leaders. That's the reason he's been elected as a union leader. Whereas the other side, HR manager, when they are selected, definitely they are not selected for that purpose. How he can bring down the labor cost in a very comprehensive fashion. How you are able to contain the labor cost. How you are able to reduce the labor cost in contract labors. How you are able to escape from the labor laws. So objective of hiring a HR manager is, in practice, book may be different. Is different. The other side, the objective of somebody electing the union leader is different. How these two different objective people can work together for a common agenda. This is a challenge we face in day in day out. That's why we brought a fantastic panel. Mr. Raj Narayanan is going to be the moderator for that, and he's known for very sense of humor to the core. And he will make us to laugh by a sense of humor. Not only by that, by sponsoring, the gold sponsor Titan is helping us, and he's the person. He's made us to laugh by financially as well as by intellectually. He's going to make us laugh. So that's the Mr. Raj Narayan. And you have Harbhajan Singh. He's the board of director in Honda. Big personality. You have Anupam Bhatt from Milan, and Suresh Puglendi, the famous known speaker in the South India, and Ms. Namita. The one challenge we had is every panel invariably we want to keep at least one lady. Being in HR, IR, finding a lady IR was a challenge, but still we could able to make it. Thanks a lot for the speakers who are able to make it. We have to have next time minimum 50% women in the ladies in the panel. That's our vision in the next conference. Going to the next topic, international relations. I think this is the first time in India, a HR conference, we are going to have complete foreign nationals, expats, talking about the employee relations. Raju Armugam is an Indian, Patrick is an Indian. Bearing that others are, Raju Armugam actually has done his fellowship in US, and he's having a very different knowledge about the country's cross-cultural things. And Patrick has, though he has worked in India, he's worked in Gulf also, where he has understood the different kind of dynamics which is happening there. Otherwise, other country people, why we have got this panel? You know, the recent past, one country, other foreigner, he is the CEO of the company in Sriperumbudur. He was standing on the neck of a blue-collar employee. It came in video also. We started thinking, one side we'll blame it, why this guy is treating the employee like this. But the other side, we started thinking about it, why this kind of behavior coming? The way in which in their country, he gets the work done is different, the way in which he is getting it done here. There is a challenge for him to understand this culture and get the work done. Are we able to understand that? Because they bring the capital, they bring the technology, and we are running as a labor here. So how do we understand the cross-cultural issues to make it? So first time in India, we have a panel like this who is going to experts going to discuss about the challenges what they have undergone as an experts in handling the Indian employees, how they successfully collaborated and overcome these challenges. That's about this panel. And the third panel, yes, IT industry. I really enjoy the speakers. Certain speakers, one is Raj Raghavan, the Indigo HR head, excellent speaker and known for his sense of humor and the moderation, very polite manner. And we are going to have Sujit. Yes, of course, you know, Sujit is one among the TV artists. He's from Lila. I feel pride about it. And he is going to speak about the IT industry, the challenges. The reason is, as I told you, we have a ratio of 750 to 1,000 employees. We have one HR in IT industries. But manufacturing, you will not have that. You will have a lesser number. For 250, 500, you will have HR. So the challenge of having a human touch in the high-tech industries, high touch is missing. That creates people to think about the external leadership, going to a law. So where are we missing? what kind of challenges we are facing. So to bring that, speak about it, Mr. Sujit is there, Belinda from HP is here, Sanjay from Flipkart is here, not only ITS Industries, and Anand Srinivasan, known for his blunt talk, open talk. Though he's a politician, we have requested him not talk about political, but he will talk on the realities, what's happening in the industry. So this is the agenda for the today, because we are not going to give the agenda, what's that, timing based, all those things and all. And this is the agenda, 3 panels we are going to have it today. Next is the conscious capitalism. First time in India, we are going to talk about conscious capitalism. What do we do about the stakeholders? We all work towards the shareholders. Are we doing anything for the stakeholders' benefit as a business? It's a new thought coming up. Dr. Vasanthi Srinivasan is a famous, reputed speaker. We all know that. And one among the best professor in India, not only India, globally. Dr. Prasad Kaipa, known to very lot of leadership programs he has done. And Chaudhary is known for developing the Jaipur city. So these are all the people who are going to talk about the insights on conscious capitalism. Dignity aspiration. Yes. Why we hire BE graduates in place of ITA jobs? Most of the companies hiring now BE graduates for the ITA jobs. Where are we missing? People don't like to be called as an operator blue collar employees. If you go to Western countries, at the end of the day, a person who is doing a technical job, blue collar, or a CEO will be sitting in the same place having a cup of coffee. In India, it's not possible. This kind of gap between the hit ratio, it is called as hit ratio, from the CEOs to the bottom level people, the difference is coming. That's why people doesn't prefer the vocational jobs. You struggle to get the manpower. We hire all sorts of manpower and don't put them onto the job. So how do we face this challenge? Address, we have Mr. Balachandar, who is known the HR expert in India. Mr. Ponappa, yes, Bosch, TVS, all big industries he's worked in. Padmanabhan from L&T, who is also Hosur, Titan, ex-Titan. And Suman Mitra from Bosch, and Smita Swami from Festo. These are all the people going to talk about it. In fact, this is a favorite subject of Raju Arbogam. He has done a research on this. What are we missing? What we miss? We are trying to manage only one company. But these people have so many companies, they are union leaders, everybody believes them. What are we missing about it? So let's hear from Sitaram Yechuri, Mr. Saji Narayanan, because there is a left union is there is a right union, RSS based BMS union is there also. So he's going to talk about it. And to contest against that, we have not contest actually, to deliberate on the subject, the famous advocate Mr. S.N. Murthy from Bangalore, from Management Advocate is there. Mr. Benny Thomas from Cochin. So they are going to talk about this. I know we are all very busy people in the organization, leaving the job we have come here. I thank once again the venue people. They made us to sit here without mobile phone. Most of the places you will not get mobile network. So thanks to venue people. And please keep away your mobile phone for a certain time, except the organizers, they have to work for mobile phone. And try to be like a local transport passenger rather than a flight passengers in this conference. Flight passengers, if you go there, if you are trying to talk also, they will not even see you next place. If you are trying also, one word, 2-word response. Bus means they will come and ask you, hello, how are you, where are you going? You are in this place. So that kind of networking is intended. If you see anybody, please smile at them, talk to them, understand, share, connect. That's the success of the HR profession. With that request, there are only volunteers operating this, support them. If you have any shortage of services, don't feel bad. We'll try to manage it everything to the best. And thanks for the wonderful opportunity. Thank you for everyone being present in this wonderful day. Have a great 2 days. Thank you very much. Wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for making us feel so proud and quickly taking us through the entire agenda. I thank you once again.